Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of Wednesday, the 11th of July, 2018. Essence, sweet children, the sustainer of the whole world is the one Father. He never takes sustenance from anyone. He is always incorporeal. Explain and prove this to everyone. Question. What are the first and foremost signs of godly students? Answer. Godly students can never stay without hearing the Murli. They would never say, I don't have time to listen to the Murli. Wherever they are, they would ask someone for points and study them. So many points are given. If you don't hear the Murli, how can you imbibe knowledge? This is a study. The Supreme Teacher is teaching you children, and so you should never miss the Murli. Song. Having found you, we have found the whole world. The earth and sky all belong to us. In Hindi, it is, Tumhe paake humne jahan pa liya hai. Om Shanti. You souls now know the Father. You children know that Shiv Baba alone is the one who doesn't have a subtle or a physical body. The subtle bodies of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar are shown. They are also given names. You children understand that those subtle bodies have a soul in them. At this time, you children become lords of the three worlds. No one would say that Lakshmi and Narayan are lords of the three worlds. Lakshmi and Narayan do not know the three worlds, that is, the incorporeal world, the subtle region, and the corporeal world. You have to judge everything with your intellect as to whether it is right or wrong. Simply to say that whatever you hear is the truth is the path of devotion. Here you have to understand very clearly. Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar truly have subtle bodies. Shiva alone is incorporeal. Many types of temples have been built to him, and he has also been given many different names. There are many temples where they have a lingam image. The temple in Bombay is called Babulnath Temple. Babulnath is the Lord of Thorns. There is only one Shiva. People abroad too have given him many names. You children now know that you are souls. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is explaining to us children. He is giving us the knowledge of the three worlds. At this time, you are the lords of the three worlds because you know them. Unless someone knows the three worlds, how could he be a lord of them? Krishna too cannot be called a lord of the three worlds. Only Brahmins, the children of Brahma, are lords of the three worlds. They have knowledge of the three worlds. The Father is knowledgeful and blissful. That incorporeal Father is giving us knowledge. No corporeal human being can be called God. People here call him omnipresent. You children now understand that God, the Father, is the one and only incorporeal Shiva, who is never sustained. All others receive sustenance. A soul enters a tiny body. Whilst in the womb, a soul sucks his thumb. Shiv Baba doesn't have a thumb to suck. Shiv Baba says, I don't even enter a womb, whereas everyone else enters a womb. They are then also sustained. When an expectant mother eats something sour, it affects the child and causes harm to the baby. Shiv Baba asks, How would you sustain me? I am called the sustainer of the whole world. Therefore, there is no one higher than me. You have to understand these things very clearly. Churn the ocean of knowledge and extract points. Shiv Baba is truly the Father. He is also called the Beloved. All human beings are lovers of that Beloved. All of you are brides and He is the bridegroom. The bridegroom is the incorporeal one. No corporeal or subtle being can be called the bridegroom. The beloved of all is the one incorporeal Baba. Incorporeal souls remember their beloved. Why do they remember him? There is definitely one difficulty or another. All devotees remember God. The lovers and beloved are incorporeal. Those corporeal lovers and beloveds are also praised, but there are very few of them. They are attracted to each other's bodies. Their love is not for vice. They simply continue to gaze at one another. They don't feel happy without seeing one another. They remember the body. No matter where they are sitting, they would imagine that their beloved is standing in front of them. They have visions because their love is based on purity. There is beauty of the body too. They don't love one another because of vice, but they are happy when they see each other. While eating, they remember their beloved and they forget to eat. They continue to see their beloved. There are only a few like them. Here, all are lovers of the one beloved Shiv Baba. However, very few become real lovers who pass with honors. The 8 beads are praised so much. So, now that the devotees have found God, how much they should remember Him. The Father says, "Children, constantly remember me, the Father, because you receive a lot of happiness from me." There, they receive temporary happiness, and they have a lot of love for one another. Here, you have unlimited love for the unlimited Father. There is unlimited love for the One. You children know that He doesn't have a bodily name. There must definitely be a dynasty of the dual form of Vishnu, that is Lakshmi and Narayan. There is the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan at the beginning of the Golden Age, and so there would surely also be subjects. The intellect says that there will be a particular number of souls at the beginning of the Golden Age, and then that number will continue to increase. There used to be the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan at the beginning of the Golden Age. There truly was the kingdom of Radhe and Krishna by the banks of the river Jamuna. There are many rivers such as the river Ganges and the river Jamuna. They used to reside by the banks of the rivers. There is nothing like the things that have been portrayed, such as Dwarka sinking beneath the sea, nor are there any villages of the deities on the shores of the ocean. This Bombay will not exist. This is now in your intellects. God the Father is the most beloved. Christ is not called God the Father. You know that Christ is a messenger and that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, sent him. He came from the incorporeal world. People don't consider him to be God the Father. They consider him to be a preceptor. Hindus don't know who established the Hindu religion or when. There is no Hindu religion. There is the original eternal deity religion. If people ask us our religion in the census, we say that we are Brahmins. At this time, we are not Hindus. At this time, we are Brahmins, the mouth-born creation of Brahma. However, when you put yourselves down as Brahmins, they put you in the column for Hindus. There, in the Golden Age, there is no census taken because there is just the one deity religion. Therefore, there is no need to ask anything. Here, there are many religions, and this is why people are asked. The Father sits here and explains all of these things. Therefore, keep the remembrance of the Father in your intellects. He is the incorporeal, and He only has one name. You can also see the subtle images of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar. Where is the form of Shiva? People understand that that is God. We cannot call ourselves God. Souls take rebirth. It isn't that the Father also takes rebirth. You now know the three worlds, and this is why you are named Trilokinath, that is the Lord of the three worlds. Only those who know about them could be their lords. You now have knowledge of the three worlds. Only you Brahmins know this. No one else can know it. Krishna is not a lord of the three worlds either. This knowledge doesn't exist there. Only you receive it, and this is why your name is glorified. Shiva, Adidev, Adidevi, and you children are in the Dilbala temple because you do service now. The Father comes to make the impure ones pure, and He therefore takes the help of you children. The Father says, I know those who become my helpers, and in return I make them into the masters of heaven. Anyone can understand this. Not all students are the same. Shiv Baba's shop is to change human beings into deities, and they are number-wise. A center of Maharathis must definitely be functioning well. They would be considered to be good salesmen. All the shops that is centers belong to Shiv Baba. You do the business of the imperishable jewels of knowledge. This Father is so ordinary. There is so much difference between truth and falsehood. Only the one Father tells you the truth. All the rest is nothing but falsehood. The biggest lie is to call the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the one who gives you Srimad, omnipresent. Previously, people used to say that He is infinite. No one knows who Ravan is, or when he came into existence. Those people have shown Ravan in the Silver Age and taken Krishna into the Copper Age. They don't even know the Golden Age. Rama and Sita used to exist in the Silver Age. There can be no question of Ravan existing in the Silver Age. All of that applies here. They have just told a lie. When you explain to people, they say that that is just the imagination of the BKs. This has now been explained to you, children. You have to imbibe the points you are given. Wherever you are, you should ask for points and study them. Don't say that you don't have time. What would you call godly students who say that they don't have time? How would you be able to inspire others to imbibe? So many points are given. If you don't hear or read the Murli, how would you be able to imbibe it? This is an education. The Supreme Teacher who teaches is just the one. If you don't listen to the Murli, how would you be able to relate the points? You children understand that the Father is beyond birth and death. He doesn't take rebirth, but people celebrate his birthday. They are even beginning to stop celebrating the birthday of Shiva. Who can tell you how Shiva takes birth or what he must have done? In the Gita they have mentioned the name of Krishna, but he cannot come here in that form. Krishna can be called the Lord of Paradise, but not the Lord of the three worlds. So, Paradise, that is heaven, existed here. Krishna also existed here. Radhe and Krishna were not sister and brother. Both were in their own separate kingdoms. Children have had visions of how marriage takes place there. Baba entertained you a great deal at the beginning. You were in the bhatti by yourselves. You didn't meet your friends or relatives, and so Baba showed you a lot, and you will again see many things at the end. You will feel as though you are sitting in paradise. People will be distressed in the final moments. Many calamities are to come. That is called extreme bloodshed without cause. The world doesn't know this. It isn't that government will take directions. Everyone is now to be destroyed. You are claiming an imperishable status from the Eternal Father. Even if someone becomes part of the subjects, that is great fortune. There is nothing but happiness, whereas here there is nothing but sorrow. The Father has now come to teach you, and so you should study. Although you might have work to do, let your hands do the work and your heart be in remembrance. Let your intellect's yoga be connected to the Father. While living at home, remember that one. Oh, the Father is making you into the masters of heaven. What do you think of that? You rule the kingdom for 21 births. There is nothing to worry about. Look, how many worries people here have. There are no worries. You experience the reward there. However, you won't even know this. At this time, you have the knowledge that you are claiming your inheritance from the Eternal Father. Then, you will automatically continue to receive your inheritance of the kingdom. It isn't that you will become a king by making donations or performing charity. No. This is the reward of the effort you make at this time. Therefore, you should make so much effort that a reward for 21 births is created. There is no question of effort or reward. There is nothing unattained for which you would have to make effort. All are wealthy. Here, people study to become judges and doctors. There are no judges or doctors, etc. No one commits sin there. There are no thieves, etc. there. You are becoming the masters of the whole world. You don't need to be concerned about anything. Food, etc. doesn't cost anything. Here too, in Baba's days, you could get 20 kilograms of grain for 8 to 10 annas. 8 annas is equal to half a rupee. So, what would there have been before that? Everything now is so expensive. It will continue to become more and more expensive. Then it will become cheap. According to the drama, you are going to receive everything. You are to receive the kingdom with their help. The two monkeys fight and you take the butter. The world doesn't know who is teaching you. He is in an incognito form. He gives you the kingdom of paradise in a second. There is the story of God, the friend. That is the Father's praise. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. The essence for dharana, point number 1. Become a good, clever salesman and do the business of the imperishable jewels of knowledge. In order to create an imperishable reward, connect your intellect in yoga to the One Father. Number 2. In order to pass with honors, become a true lover. Constantly stay in remembrance of the One Beloved. The blessing or vardhan is, may you be ignorant of the knowledge of desire and remain constantly content in this life of dying alive. Again, may you be ignorant of the knowledge of desire and remain constantly content in this life of dying alive. You children have died alive in order to remain constantly content. Where there is contentment, there are all virtues and all powers, because you have made the Creator belong to you. Having found the Father, you have found everything. You receive multi-million times more than what you would have if all your desires were put together. Desires in front of this attainment is like a lamp in front of the sun. Let alone any desires arising, there is no question of even the existence of desires. You are filled with all attainments and you are therefore ignorant of the knowledge of desire and a constantly contented jewel. Slogan: those whose sanskars are easy are able to mold themselves to any situation. Again, those whose sanskars are easy are able to mold themselves to any situation. Om Shanti.